Ever wondered if there are places on Earth stranger than the Bermuda Triangle? Buckle up because we're about to take you on a ride to the weirdest corners of our planet. We're talking mountains that were once pyramids, lakes so salty you could float without a care, and other oddities that defy logic. And don't worry, we'll keep things light with a dash of humor, so sit back, relax, and prepare for an extraordinary journey. Hold on to your socks, because they're about to be blown off. Imagine a forest so creepy that even trees refuse to grow straight. Welcome to Hoia Baciu, folks. Nestled in the heart of Romania, this forest is famed for its eeriness. Now, I'm not saying it's the setting for the next big horror movie, but it definitely could be. But what makes Hoia Baciu so spooky? Well, for starters, the trees. They twist and turn in the most unnatural ways, like they're performing a dance choreographed by Tim Burton. It's as if they've decided to rebel against the laws of nature. Then there's the strange phenomena. Lights flickering in the distance, sudden temperature drops, feelings of anxiety and nausea. The forest seems to have its own set of rules. It's been dubbed the Bermuda Triangle of Romania, and I must say it's living up to the title. But wait, there's more. Hoia Baciu is not just eerie, it's steeped in legends and folklore. One of the most popular tales revolves around a shepherd who ventured into the forest with 200 sheep and never returned. Some say he was swallowed by the forest. Others claim he found a portal to another dimension. We may never know the truth, but the story sure adds to the mystique of the place. And let's not forget the UFO sightings. Yes, you heard it right. Unidentified flying objects have been reported in Hoia Baciu. Whether it's the work of extraterrestrials or just some very enthusiastic pranksters, it's another layer to the forest's spooky reputation. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone visit such a place? Well, for some, the thrill of the unknown is too irresistible. But remember, if you decide to take a midnight stroll in Hoia Baciu, you may be the next protagonist in a local legend. So who's up for a midnight stroll in Hoia Baciu? Anyone? No takers? Moving on. Who needs a fireplace when you have a giant hole in the ground that's been on fire for almost 50 years? Welcome to the tiny village of Darwaze, Turkmenistan, home to one of the world's strangest phenomena, the door to hell. Let's set the scene. The year is 1971. Soviet geologists on a quest for oil accidentally puncture a massive underground cavern filled with natural gas. The ground collapses, creating a crater roughly the size of a football field. Now that's what I call a whoops moment. But here's the kicker. To prevent the gas from poisoning the nearby village, they decide to set it on fire. They thought it would burn out in a few weeks. Well, it's been 5 decades and this door to hell is still burning, giving off a fiery glow visible from miles away. So in essence, we have a never-ending barbecue pit that's been grilling up a storm for way longer than anyone ever intended. Talk about overkill. Now you might be thinking, why don't they just put the fire out? Well, it's not quite that simple. This gas crater is still full of natural gas. If they extinguish the flames, the gas could escape and potentially harm the nearby village. So, for now, it's safer to keep the ever-burning door to hell, well, ever-burning. Over the years, this fiery crater has become something of a tourist attraction. Folks come from miles around to gaze into the fiery abyss and snap a few photos. And hey, who wouldn't want a selfie with a flaming hole in the ground? That's one for the scrapbook. In a strange twist of fate, this geological blunder has become a beacon of intrigue, drawing in the curious and the brave. It's a testament to the unexpected, the unpredictable, and the downright bizarre. So, if you ever wanted to have a barbecue in hell's backyard, you know where to go? Ever wished for a petrifying vacation? How about a visit to Lake Natron, the lake that turns animals into stone statues? Picture this, a serene lake hidden in the depths of Tanzania, Africa. Sounds pretty relaxing, right? But don't let Lake Natron's tranquil facade fool you. This lake holds a chilling secret. Its waters have the uncanny ability to transform unsuspecting animals into eerie, calcified statues. Before you start envisioning a lake filled with wizards and magic spells, let's delve into the science behind this strange phenomenon. You see, Lake Natron is no ordinary lake. It's a soda lake, which means it has high levels of natron, a mix of sodium carbonate and baking soda. This cocktail creates an alkaline environment with a pH that can reach up to 12, almost as basic as ammonia. When an animal plunges into the lake, the high alkalinity of the water reacts with the animal's body, causing it to calcify and effectively turn to stone. This process is so swift that the animal's most minute details, from the feathers of a bird to the fur of a bat, are perfectly preserved, giving the impression of a statue more than a carcass. but don't let this lake's deadly reputation scare you away. For certain creatures like the lesser flamingo, Lake Natron is a haven. These birds have evolved to withstand the harsh conditions, making the lake their nesting grounds. It's a classic case of survival of the fittest, or in this case, survival of the most alkaline tolerant. So, as much as Lake Natron might sound like a villainous lair from a comic book, it's actually a unique testament to the wonders of Mother Nature. And hey, if you're a fan of statues, you might just find it to be the most fascinating gallery you've ever visited. So, if you've been looking for a place to take your mother-in-law on holiday, I think we found the perfect spot. Scene script: who needs roller coasters when you have a hill that pulls cars uphill? Welcome to the Magnetic Hill. Tucked away in the lofty heights of the Himalayas, in the charming region of Ladakh, India, lies an enigma that has left many scratching their heads. It's not a monstrous beast or an ancient relic, but simply a hill. A hill that, believe it or not, pulls vehicles up its slope. Yes, we're talking about an uphill that feels like a downhill. Confused? Well, you're not alone. This peculiar phenomenon is known as the Magnetic Hill, and it's been baffling locals and tourists alike for generations. The hill works a little like this: park your car at the base, switch off the engine, and watch in awe as your vehicle slowly starts to climb the hill all by itself. Now that's what we call a free ride. But what's the science behind this? Is it the work of extraterrestrial forces or some mystical energy? Well, not quite. It's actually a fascinating optical illusion. The layout of the surrounding land produces a convincing illusion that you're going uphill when you're, in fact, rolling downhill. Quite the mind-bender, isn't it? Local legends, however, have a different story to tell. They believe it to be the path to heaven, where those with a pure heart will be pulled towards paradise. A romantic notion for sure, but perhaps we'll stick with the science on this one. So, next time you're stuck in a traffic jam, just think about this hill. It's the place where up is down is up, and your car might just take you on an unexpected journey. And hey, if you're ever in Ladakh, don't miss out on this wild ride. It's a roller coaster with no seatbelts, no tracks, and no safety instructions. Just a car, a hill, and a whole lot of fun. Well, that's one way to save on gas. Just remember to strap in tight, folks. And there you have it, folks. Places so strange, they make the Bermuda Triangle seem like a walk in the park. We've journeyed through the world's most peculiar locations that truly redefine the word strange. We started our eerie expedition in the sinister woods of Hoia, Romania, where ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena are just an average day. Then, we dared to visit the ever-burning door to hell in Derwazi, Turkmenistan. A place so hot, it might just make you appreciate your office's broken air conditioner. We continued our bizarre voyage to Lake Natron in Tanzania, a lake that holds the macabre ability to turn animals into stone. I bet Medusa would feel right at home there. And lastly, we took a detour to the Magnetic Hill in Ladakh, India, where the laws of gravity seem to have taken a vacation. It's the perfect place for those who always wanted their car to roll uphill. These strange places challenge our understanding of the world and remind us that there's so much more to explore and uncover. So, whether you're an adventure junkie, a mystery enthusiast, or just a curious soul, these places hold the promise of an experience that's anything but ordinary. So next time you're planning a trip, why not spice things up a bit? Just don't forget to send us a postcard.